How many of y'all have had chess pie? Well, I remember my mama making them, and they were so good. And if you've never had a chess pie, it's kind of like an egg custard. But what makes this a chess pie is it's got a little bit of cornmeal in it, and usually the cornmeal will kind of rise to the top, and you can see it. And you know, there's always debate going on about how did it get its name, chess pie. Well, back in the olden days, people had pie safes or pie chest, and that's where they would keep a lot of their pies, because you know, many people didn't have the pleasure of having a refrigerated space like we have, so it got its name, chess pie. We're gonna keep it in the chest, and it's gonna be good. So I've got a refrigerated pie crust, y'all, and these are really, really good pie crust. Have you ever used them, Teresa?
I love them.
I really, really like these. So we're just rolling this out a little bit to make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm gonna slip it in my old pie pan. I love the old metal pie pans. All right. There we go. The reason we rolled it out some, made it bigger, is because we wanted enough to be able to turn it under and make a generous edge, just like this. So we're taking our excess, we're turning it under. Now, an easy way to decorate this pie is with the tines of a fork. You know, that's about the quickest, simplest way to do it. Another way is with the butt of a knife, butt of your butter knife. Just a minute, I'll get one and show y'all what I'm talking about. See that by rolling it out some and making it bigger, it gave us plenty for our crust on the sides, on the edges. All right, I'll show y'all something. What else was I looking for? Oh, I need a fork, because you want to make sure that you prick with a fork the bottom of this crust, and that will help prevent air bubbles. Have you ever baked a crust and in the center it had a big old bubble? All right, so another way you can do this is using the butt of a knife and going like that.
Oh, that's
Got
easy.
it? So yeah, that's easy. Okay, now I'm going to do the sides now. Now that I got them pinched out. Now, here's something that's so handy. I'm going to put down a piece of wax paper. Make sure this stands out and back a little bit. Okay. It's got my fingernail prints all in it. All right, so we're going to put our wax paper down. And if you don't have these, you really need to go get you some, because it's important that we weight this down, so we guaranteed those bubbles are not going to come back. So you've got two different kinds of weights here that I have. I kind of like the string. These are individual, and they are really good. They are really, really good. So I'll just go ahead and use those, because I need to go get another string. And if you don't have beads, you can use rice or your dried peas, your dried pinto, or something like that. Because I used to, before I got my weights, I would keep a bag of dried beans in my pantry, just to have for using them as weights in my pie crust. All right, so I'm gonna bake this on about 350, 400, something like that. And I'm gonna bake it for about 10 or 12 minutes. And then I'm gonna take the wax paper and the beads out, because that bottom is not gonna cook as fast since you got the beads in it. So I'll take it out at that time and bake it for a few more minutes. So I'm gonna need a tablespoon of orange zest and lemon zest. You know, it takes a lot of citrus to get up a tablespoon of anything, so I'm just gonna use one lemon and let that do it. Whatever it yields is what it yields. So look, that did pretty good, y'all. Not bad. Sinbad. All right, so now I'm gonna break up 5 eggs into our zest, and that's a lot of zest. It's gonna give that pie a nice flavor. I can't wait to get our chicken coop. I just can't hardly stand it. The yolks are so beautiful from fresh eggs. All right, so I'm just gonna whisk this together. I bet this would be delicious to do your fried chicken in. A citrusy fried chicken. I'll have to try that one day. All right, now I'm gonna add a little bit of water. And I wanna make sure that my zest doesn't get caught up in that. Because when you beat zest and you're using one of these, a lot of your zest can wind up right here in the beater, so you really have to work at getting them out. All right, so now I'm gonna beat my sugar, my flour. Do I need to be telling our friends the amounts?
We actually give them a link to the recipe.
Okay. Cornmeal. I think it could really stand a little bit more cornmeal. So, where is my cornmeal? Okay, I got some. I'm gonna add like another teaspoon to it. Teresa, just...
I've been waiting for the thing that you were going to add that's different with the recipe.
You know I can't not change the recipe. There's a little bit more. That was a half a teaspoon. There you go. That was a yellow cornmeal that I had, and what I'm adding to it is a white cornmeal, so you probably won't be able to see it. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that using the whisk on it kind of is almost like sifting it, you know? All right, so I think I am going to use a mixer on this part, but then I will, but then I'm not going to use the mixer on my herbs, my zest. I'll use the whisk on it. I'm going to go ahead and add a nice hearty teaspoonful of vanilla to our eggs, and when I have this beaten together, then we're going to add the eggs, the water, and the vanilla flavoring, and the orange and lemon zest. Y'all excuse me, hold on, that's our pie crust. All right, so this looks really good. You know, sometimes since you don't have beads that weight the sides down, so you can see where it's still raw right there in the middle where the beads kept it down. So we're sticking that back in there for a couple more minutes, and And don't forget to let your beads cool before you start touching them, because they will burn you. They are hot. Okay, y'all, I got most of it. I've got it beat up pretty good. Now I'm gonna add our eggs that have the orange zest, the lemon zest, and the little bit of water and vanilla flavoring in it. And I'm gonna get every speck of that zest. So, like I said, if you like egg custard pie, I think you'll love this. And it's just got that little bit of hint of citrus in it, which to me makes it so good. This is a lot of filling. It's a lot of filling. I could make another little bitty pie from it. I hate to overfill it, but I hate not to. Y'all know I don't want to throw nothing away. So I put it on this cookie sheet. Just, my cookie sheet's not hot. What's wrong with it, Paula? Just in case my pan is for insurance. In case it cooks over. Okay, so Teresa, I think, sorry I got my back to you. I'm gonna put it on for about 35 or 40 minutes and take a look at it. But I think it's probably gonna wind up having to cook for about 45 minutes, y'all. And then we got to let it cool. All right, we're ready to check that chest pie. I think since it's got the lemon and the orange zest, you know, I'll just twist a little piece of lemon on it. And I didn't know that we had a sifter until Eddie came in here and showed it to me for powdered sugar. So I had started making my own sifter.
And what do we call you?
MacGyver. I'm from the school of make do, honey. When you start out and don't have a lot of stuff, you make your own. So I just took my ice pick and made holes in this. I found these beautiful jars. I just love them. And I'd never seen them before anywhere like that. All right. So here's my knife. And I should have been more careful with my crust and had it up higher, but I didn't.
It looks yummy.
It's not going to affect the taste at all. And this is a metal pie pan, you know, I was showing y'all earlier. And I love the metal because it makes it look old. I just want to make sure I cut through it good. Oh, it works, Therese.
Like it.
I do too.
You did good on MacGyvering.
Plus it's pretty. All right, but I forgot to get me a fork to taste this with. So now, if this was a disposable pie shell, I would take my scissors and cut it, but since this is metal, I can't do that.
Look how pretty.
Look, it came out perfect, Teresa.
You cooked it perfectly.
Don't you love it when a good plan comes together? You know what? I think that's a big old lemon for... So beautiful. You know, for it to be such a simple dessert, there's no reason why it can't be pretty too.
You could put whipped cream on it. Serve it with ice cream.
A dollop of whipped cream would be wonderful on this. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I can't wait to see how pretty it is on my lips. Look at that. chess pie. It's been around for a couple of 100 years, y'all, especially in the South. Because the South was a poor part of our country as we were starting out. And the women had to make do with what they had. And they had this. It's so good. I remember my mother making chess pies. It's out of this world. But I was thinking that when she put the filling, I was thinking that she sprinkled the cornmeal on top, because I remember the cornmeal really, standing out. Good. I hope y'all love it. Please try it. It's just nothing to make, but ever so much when you put it in your mouth. I'm fixing to pick this puppy up and eat it like it should be eaten. I tell you, those refrigerated crusts are so good, Teresa.
I agree.
Bye, y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.